More uncertainty today about health insurance as lawmakers in Washington grapple with what to do.
So will it affect you or your coverage in the short term? Our consumer reporter Joanne Merrigan is joining us with some things you may want to know.
Yeah, the word right now I think is uncertainty. This is about the effort that we're hearing today to just repeal this Obamacare outright. Well, the law did help millions get coverage on the exchanges, including more than 400,000 people here in Georgia. Many who already had coverage, though, complained that the law increased their premiums and deductibles. So what might happen if the law was just repealed without new legislation to replace it? Would your premiums and deductibles decrease, for example? Well, an insurance expert who deals with a lot of employer-based plans told us not necessarily. He says the cost of health care is still the major issue.
Nothing that the Affordable Care Act has done or that this Trump care law, which now looks like is in shambles, neither of those things are really doing anything to help control costs over the long term. And so regardless of what happens, whether it gets repealed, whether it's status quo, costs are going to continue to rise for most people.
Well, meanwhile, 1st District Congressman Buddy Carter is all for repeal now and replace later, saying he wants a vote on a blanket repeal. And he says lawmakers could come together later on reforms to lower costs and restore choice. But a big concern is what would happen to the many who have relied on this coverage from the exchanges. A repeal or just letting the bill kind of die out because they wouldn't fund it could kick those 400,000 people in Georgia off of their insurance. Meanwhile, if you are concerned about your own plan, as you heard, most experts are saying that health care costs have to be addressed before we will ever again see lower premiums. Joanne Merrigan, WSAV News 3.